Hello and welcome to another episode of Flash Friday. I'm your host jakepeter, and today we're playing Fillz. Now while this was not requested by anyone in particular, it sounds like it would have been a really fun game, and we are fresh out of suggestions, so please leave some more suggestions for games that we have not yet played in the description below, because I would love to play games that you suggest for me to play. So this is a simple tile dragging game with 40 levels on the Android version. So we gotta click and drag selected cells and drag them onto the upper grid. Fill the highlighted cell, correct. Oh, there we go. We picked it up. It took us a little bit for us to understand how to pick it on up, but we did the thing. With levels, you can select multiple tiles at once and move them together in their set positions. Multiple tiles can be moved together. Do I drag? Okay. You gotta drag around to them. That's how it works. We're doing it just fine. It's like both tiles and move on to the highlighted cells. Okay, we're doing quite well. I think these are a lot of stars we're going to be getting here. We must complete the level in 2 moves. So each one of them must be moved independently. Ooh la 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 la. We're going through this so quickly. You know the basics. Yeah, look at this. 2 moves. We got those 3 stars again. Congratulations, us. We have to do it in such a way that it won't mess it on up, but let's do it like this. There we go. Congratulations, us. It took us a moment to realize why it wasn't working, but we got it. We got it going in the hood, bruh. We got it going in the hood. I think we're going to solve this in just the right amount of moves, because we've got this. We've got this. We know how to play. Let's see here. I think the only thing to do is do this in 3 moves. Whoops. Congratulations. We did our 3 moves. See, it tried to trip us up. We did not let it trip us up whatsoever. Not at all. So here, we're going to want to go like this. Get it going up on the roads. I'm happy we were able to do some of these super quickly. Of course, though, we're going to be told to do this in a certain amount of moves. And then we're going to do it just like that. It's weird having it at an angle, but we had just what we needed to go through. It gave us just enough to work on what we need to work on with this. There we go. Simple as that. Now, there is an Android version that they have out. I'm not sure how many more levels they have there, but they said there are a lot more than they have on this version out right now. So let's take a moment and figure out how to solve this one. Okay. There we go. Took us a moment to figure out how to do this, but we got it going. We just had to do all of the middle, because we didn't get that middle through in 1 hit and then not have the other one swept over. It would have been hard for us to do, but we got it. We got it. So now we need to do an elongated X. Let's figure out how to do this elongated X in 3 moves. Okay, so as long as we had that corner piece, we had this going on from the very beginning. How we wouldn't have thought of that in the first place, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I'm a little tired. But who knows, maybe it just was everything else that we ever wanted it to be. Okay, so this is like a very previous past level, where we just had to go out the corner and then make sure it all got fit into place. I'm very much enjoying these colors, though. I was not expecting the color scheme that was going on here, but I'm very glad we were able to get into this. So we have 3 moves to do this one. We're going to pull the tiles just like this. You gotta segregate that staircase out, because that's what it kind of looks like. Although it is a right triangle, so you gotta had to get each piece in there individually to make it just how it needed to be. We now have 2 moves for this one, and we're going to have to pull this at such an angle to where we can get everything in. And it seems that this is going to be just the way to do it. These puzzles that have the corner moves, I like it. It's definitely interesting. We're going to be getting all the stars in this, though. It's just as simple as getting all the stars, it seems to me. So we have 3 moves for this one. We're just going to pick up and move. It almost seems counterintuitive to do it like that, but when it gives us 3 moves to do it, we're going to do it in 3 moves, you know? Because that's the limit it gives, and we're not going to defy the limits. For this level here, it's really complicated because, as you can see, it's over 3, and this is over 4, so we're going to have to get this in just the right way for us to do it. And after plenty of attempts, we found out that it was just as easy as 1, 2, 3, and a couple of moments of thinking. So you really gotta pay attention to the amount of moves, because you can do this by moving it 1 at a time, but that's not going to be very productive in getting all 3 of your stars. No, you want to make sure you do it just right. This level almost writes itself as you do it, because you know you're going to have to move to the corners, and when it sets out these corners for you just like this at the top. It's just, oh my gosh, we got the oh yeah for that level. The oh yeah. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make this go into two little cubes. As we can see, if we pull this one here and this one here, it becomes a cube. Alright, so when we think about moving in corners, we're going to pull just this corner here. We got this corner here. And we got just this movement right there to pull it on up. If it wants to follow us at least. There we go, we got it right up in there. That was my phone, if you heard that. Hey! We got the next set of levels. We're halfway done, everyone. We're halfway home. Cells containing an icon with a single square and arrow, like the one below, so which direction title will move if one is dropped on it. Both tiles move together so that one lands on the icon, so... Ooh. Movement. I like it. So, continuing on with the movement, we're going to want to pull that one over and right up in there. It wasn't as simple as just dragging over and getting it all up, but we got it up there anyway. Remember, this is a puzzle game. You're going to have to do stuff that doesn't seem reasonable at a visual standpoint. So because this one has the stuff that moves, we just simply drag on up. I'm showing you how else it's going to be used in the more advanced levels that are going to be coming on up. Okay, so after a bit of stumbling, we're going to have to pull this up in a reverse pattern to get it on up in there. There we go. We are not stumped. No, never tell me I'm stumped in this game. I always got it. Seems like I'm doing it in a matter of seconds, yet I'm doing it at an other impossible speed of the speed of editing. Okay, so we're gonna pull this little Tetris tile over here. We're gonna get it on up, pull it over there, and get our power couple over here to go down into our elongated X as a previous level. You know, with those sliders, it's gonna make it a little more harder on you, but it's well worth this well-oiled machine. As you were going to see, we're going to have to obviously get one here to drop all the way in this corner, so that one will stop on this, which we will need. Ooh, this one I had to really get in the mood to figure out, because it was a lot of work. But we got this. We did this for you, everyone. We did this for you. I made this for you! Oh man, that reference. Okay, we solved this for you, I guess I should say. If anyone knows that reference, let me know in the comment section down below. I love that YouTuber. Here we have another little puzzle where we gotta think outside the box, if you want to speak figuratively enough. But you don't want to go up in that direction, because if you do, you're gonna lose track of all of them. So we need to really figure out how we're gonna segregate that top half, because we knew that was going to have to be done in 2 moves, and the bottom one could be moved in 1. So that was where the 3 came in from. These hints, I give too many. You're all going to be able to solve this without even playing it yourself, but maybe you're watching that because you wanted to know how to solve it. Alright, so before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we're going to pull that power one away from itself, because, well, that power couple just doesn't need to exist at all. No. Power couple, and that one being solidarity there, being in solidarity in of its own, that was unfortunate for us, but we are going to get this down in the dumps for this little sucker, because we got 3 again here. Moves itself down, can't move itself down again, and then we get it right on the stairs. Oh yeah. That one took no time to think. This one might require a few more moments of thought. So when we get into this, there's really no other way to go about it. This is going to be its own. We're going to have to get everything its own slot here. There's just no way to go around it. So this one didn't actually require much thought either, just based on the fact that there were no other ways to go about it besides 3 different ways, so we just had to figure out which one needed which one where. Which where's which watch, you know? Which where's which watch? Okay, this one really took us, like, no time to think about, because it was super easy. It just kind of laid down for us. We got another O, but it was a smaller O. Oh, yeah? I guess if we want to go about it like that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh man, we've got lots to do here. Lots to do, where we're just pulling itself into itself. We made the number 2. Ah yeah. Man, as I said, you're gonna have to remove power couples from each other. It's just unfortunate. They are part of life, but you know, sometimes not all power couples are meant to be. Not all power couples are meant to be. This one ends up being a lot simpler than it ends up being at the beginning, just because it seems overcomplicated for what it really is. You just gotta get them going I even got puzzled trying to redo it, but it's overcomplicating itself, you know? 213 blocks, you don't need to overcomplicate yourself. Okay, yet another one that looks very foreboding, but once you actually get your pieces in, it's actually quite an easy level, just despite everything. You barely even need to use all those mover pieces. Now, there are actually 2 ways to do it, I believe, if I done the puzzle enough times to realize, but we did it in that one, and that one's a lot simpler to think about. Here's our first puzzle where we actually have to do it in 4. Now, this is going to be a lot different, so keep in mind that that's going to be done in 4. We cracked the code. We solved the riddle. Congratulations to us. Can we be the new Joker's friend? We say, we don't know. We don't know. But we'll actually get that full momentum of that bottom one. Get that full momentum, and we got ourselves an interesting heart with an arrow in it, but from the top. So it's not Cupid's arrow, it's my arrow. By no means was this one easy to solve. It does require a little bit of thinking because you're going to have to block off 2 paths are going to have to cross, get into each other. But it ends up being a lot easier after a few moments of really mulling it over and like, this is where it goes. Just the piece goes. So we get into this one, and we see again that we're going to have to do it in 4 moves, which means we have 1, 2, and then this is going to have to be its own 3 and 4. One can only assume based on this K. So when you take a look at this K, we're going to be filling this in a very peculiar pattern, it seems, but don't worry, it gets the job done. It gets the job thoroughly done when it is done like that. Boom. So for this one here, we're going to take this little top 3 block and place it right there. That's going to move it all the way over to the side. We're going to take this, press it right down there. We're going to let that one up here, slide that one down to take this final piece into its resting spot. Lots of moving piece here. We're going to have to go all the way around once we pull it over. You'll see how that works here in a moment. We got it. Pull that right there. Thank you very much. We'll get you seated right there. And voila. We got an N for nowhere near finished. Just kidding, we're on the last level. Well, at least last level for the Congregate version. On the Android version for your phones that they have out, there is another set of 20 levels. So if you're up to the challenge and you want to do more levels that I haven't played here, hit that app up. I'm not sure if it's free or anything, but hey, you know, gotta get it on your phone. Alright, so with this 5 one, we're going to do just that because it's obvious that some of these other ones are really weird on how they're going to work. We're going to pull this one over here to get that up here. This individual one is, of course, going to go in this top section right there. We're going to get this little section here if it wants to cooperate. Just go in right there, pull that off, and hey, look. That's the final piece of the puzzle. And we got that TV antenna. Whoa. Signal. It's trying to tell you to go check out some of my other Flash Friday videos. That's right, because we are done. We collected all of the stars for this great little game. And there it is. All 120 stars. I was going to say 70. I don't know why 70. But this was a how-to video on how to beat Fillz here, you know? If you enjoyed this video, please check out some of my other Flash Friday videos. Leave this video a like for all of these wonderful stars. And until next time, everyone, let's high five out.